Hello everyone, welcome back to Sawdust and Circuits. Today we're making a Rubik's Cube lamp. Well, Rubik's Cube inspired, because if I made an actual working one, I'd still be filming in 2031. So here's what I came up with. My main goal with this project was to avoid a ton of assembly hardware. I wanted something that snaps together like Lego. Or like when you try to snap your back into place in the morning. The base attaches to the bottom diffuser and all of the cube sections slide right in. More on that in a minute, but trust me, it's very satisfying. The top and bottom go together pretty easily. If you angle the block just right, everything pops together fast. And it sounds weirdly nice. You ever build something and think, wow, that just clicked together better than my life? Yeah, this is one of those moments. Now, glue would make it permanent, but I've learned people on this channel like to modify things. So I keep it reversible, repairable, and remixable. Now this middle section was another story. Let's just say there was a lot of hammering. Apparently, you can hammer 3D prints. Not recommended, but hey, we're doing science today. I suppose the tolerances could have been a bit looser here. But sometimes you don't know until you hear that first tight fit. But we got it in. No cracks, no injuries, and no emergency reprints. That's a win. So here's what the full mock-up will look like. Honestly, it looks cooler than I expected. I kind of want a whole shelf of these now. Imagine the electric bill though. No, thank you. Now onto wiring. The bottom diffuser just presses onto the base. And for this project, I wanted it ultra simple. Just an on and off switch mounted on this cover. I originally made this lower enclosure for my test tube lamp project. This will be a USB powered using this little Type-C breakout board. A viewer asked about needing a resistor. Well, this PCB already has a resistor and a diode built in, and it seems to work fine with all wall adapters and power banks. But hey, if I'm doing something horribly wrong, please tell me before I melt my desk. For the light source, I'm using a 3-watt LED paired with this very unique heatsink. I don't even remember where it came from. Probably something I took apart and forgot to apologize to. Wiring for this is simple. Just run one leg of the power through the switch. I added some of this thermal tape, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I bought 3 rolls for, I don't know, maybe $1, so I feel obligated to use it until it's gone. This LED has a super wide beam angle, around 180 degrees, so me mounting it slightly off center doesn't matter at all. Now we just close up the enclosure and we will test it out. This thing is way brighter than it looks on camera. Not bad for something inspired by a puzzle cube. I'm not sure what this thing is for, but I made it, and that counts for something. If you want the files, let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.